Hello. Welcome to Purdue Sigma versus NWOSU Red. And I'm one of your casters, Viper.
And the other caster, Hellfire Storm. So I'm just trying to think which would. What? So we going Legion? I think it looks like,
It looks like we're going to get Lijiang, but
or maybe not.
they are still deciding map and bans right now.
Yeah,
Oh, they're going Samoa.
Samoa. Huh? Samoa is a map. I
Like
personally
Samoa.
don't. I don't really. Of course, I prefer.
You cut out. Anyways, it seems like our first map is going to be Samoa, and we're still deciding on bans. Some very exciting news for Overwatch this week, though. We're reverting back to Season 1 because of the Talon takeover, which is interesting, and we're getting 5 new characters starting next week. I've already gotten to try Onron. Very fun character. To me, she had a bit of a learning curve to learn the different things. Yeah. But I like the concept of a very fire-focused character.
Yeah, to me, when I was playing her earlier, she feels more, not so much a straight up damage dealer, but kind of a like pick and run blank character, kind of like Tracer and Sombra to me.
Yeah, which I really like that play style. I think she just needs a little bit more health, though. Like, I felt like I was dying very quick.
I mean, I feel like she'd be more useful on something similar to probably more of like a defensive or like on a payload type where you can get a good flank on something like Eichenwald, not so much kind of a double attack unless her team is able to keep her alive. Because I didn't really get any of the payload maps when I was playing earlier, and it's kind of just kind of pick and choose scenario with her sometimes, unless you have the right type of map.
Yeah, we did get our first ban in from NW. We have a Rhine ban, and so Sigma is still deciding their ban. So I'm excited to see what they ban.
What do you think? I say you can continue what you're saying.
A Kiri ban. I do like that.
Yeah, Kiri. Wait. Yeah, Kiri can be pretty good depending on who the two teams play. But
it does.
Yeah. So we're running Samoa with Ryan and Kiri bands. Something that I'm wondering though is with the new update, what do you think of Jetpack Cat as the new character?
I love that, actually. I'm a very big cat fan. I have 2 cats. And I really like it. Especially, I feel like the cat being orange just adds to the whole chaoticness of it all.
the pellet in the shape of a paw.
Yeah. We are.
We are starting. Here we go.
Very exciting.
So what will we Yeah. I guess they didn't.
This is not Samoa.
Yeah.
There we go. That was. I was like, this doesn't look like Samoa.
I don't really know who what each role each person plays. So
For Purdue Sigma, Peely Fortnite is their tank. Chicken Man and Ghoul are their DPS. Green Juice and Mercy Gamer Girl are their supports. We do see both teams rolling out with Vendetta.
I mean, Vendetta is a pretty good character. I will admit that. If you play her right, she can be really good.
We do see a Junker Queen on the opposite side, and that Curie band is going to be really good for that Junker Queen, especially when she ults.
Yeah. And I mean, with this setup here, because it looks like Purdue's kind of running a partial dive with the Winston and Vendetta. So, but then you also have like Junkrat
and Bap.
While with the other Northwestern OSU playing mostly dive, kind of, with the Genji, Vendetta, DPS, and a Junker Queen tank.
We do see Purdue get that first cap, and starting to just slowly push pretty deep into their spawn.
Oh, and we're getting Northwestern with the switch to Reaper from Genji and to Ana from Iati, I think.
I think that's definitely going to help their team composition, just going more divey for them.
I don't know with the Ana though, because this map is very kind of congested.
Yeah.
I feel like this, like, kind of the capture game mode in and of itself isn't very good towards, I don't know, with how congested some of the maps are. Yeah. And Purdue went up, and they switched the Junker Queen for a Roadhog. So it kind of looks like they're starting to fall away from that dive comp a little bit, more into a capture. Poke. They're try and capture. But there is the Junkrat wheel, though. But we do have Ghoul on the flank, and there goes Vendetta.
Ghoul and Mercy Gamer Girl both fall, but we also we see an Echo Swap on the side of
out from the Vendetta.
NW. Ooh.
It does look like Northwestern's gonna hit that team push
with 84 on that, 87 on that first point cap is pretty good. Definitely just Purdue going in with 3 ults, which will be good. See, here's the thing with NW switching so much is they're not going to get these ults as like quickly as Purdue is going to have them.
But they are getting close to some of them though. About with that almost 90 on the Reaper, if he can stay alive. The almost 100 on Ana. But we do get the Winston ult though from Purdue, which
we saw 3 ults go out there. We saw
now Northwestern's coming out though with the Baptiste Reaper ults getting cancelled.
We do see Zenyatta's go out, and that is a point for Purdue. Very good, strong push there.
Question is, are they gonna stick with the dive, or are they gonna move to more of a poke like with like what NW did?
I think they'll
NW,
stick with the dive.
NW changing the Baptiste for a Brig and switching the Echo back to Vendetta, going Cassidy instead of Reaper.
Oh, we got Sombra on the side of it. And then we see Chicken Man on Purdue switch to Soldier.
Ana could be pretty good here. I feel if played well, is more of that flank kind of take the attention away. But Echo, I mean, no, Sombra here could be a very hit or miss pick. They're cool with the Vendetta.
Oh, we do see Ghoul get hacked here. And Ghoul get pulled in, but is able to just block it.
I feel like the Roadhog against the Vendetta is probably not best choice. Being that Vendetta thrives in the front. And if you're going to pull a Vendetta to use, not going to end terribly well for that Roadhog. Oh, and they changed Roadhog back to the Junker Queen from the beginning of last round.
See, I do think with the Roadhog, I think just pulling in that Vendetta, and it's so hard recently to just know how to really counter Vendetta just because she's so new.
Yeah, because it is kind of hard to figure out who would be a good counter. Because really, if you are able to either keep her at range or keep yourself at range, like maybe a Freya with her dashes, maybe. Possibly with a Sombra, since she can cancel the abilities. Other than that, I don't see much counter.
We do see Peely Fortnite fall quite low in that battle, but is able to be saved by a Bap lamp. We do see Bap get put to sleep.
We also see that Junker Queen went over to Malga. So Cassidy falls to Ghoul. With the Ana then dying. With the Ana getting taken. Vendetta is just in the thick of it there.
And we see his ult popped just to keep their tank alive. We see Soldier Visor popped. Ooh, we do see Healy get slept.
Oh, and here comes the Sigma ult here from Purdue Sigma.
And we see
the Cassidy ult pop taking down Ghoul.
And we do see Rhea killed on Purdue side. Purdue just trying to hold it as long as they can.
And it looks like Purdue will get taken out here. Almost close to 99%. Yeah. So they kind of just have to win one team fight and they might be good.
We do see Waluigi on the side of NW switch to Venture though. So this will be interesting.
Venture's a very particular character to play because if the situation isn't right, Venture could do kind of anything, but also nothing.
Yeah.
So.
Oh no, I feel like. Oh, we do see Ghoul ult.
It does look like Purdue going to take Samoa.
And that is a win. Very good plays on both sides, I will say.
Yeah, it looked pretty well, but Purdue did very, very well on Samoa here.
You gotta play the game from Chicken Man.
So out of that first map, Ghoul on the Vendetta kind of stood out a lot there.
Yeah.
Relatively new character, but still being played really well. Given there's not much of a counter found out yet, but
Oh, they are swapping Slyfire to tank on the side of NW.
hmm,
I do I do like to see Ghoul play because Ghoul typically what I've seen plays a lot of Sombra. But like seeing Ghoul play that Vendetta was great.
yeah, I mean, Vendetta is a very interesting character because if you're not able to string your attacks well, you're not going to be able to have very much output, really. So,
I'm just genuinely curious how things are gonna definitely change with 5 new characters being released next week and like what these
and
like
then
collegiate leagues are gonna do if they're just gonna be like, yeah, we're not gonna do this because like everything's gonna go through a balance, or if they're just gonna say, nope, we're just gonna everybody can play whatever character. I'm curious to see what's gonna happen there because that would it's definitely like such a big difference.
yeah, but also with the addition to the subclasses, that means a lot. Each subclass having its own
Passive,
buff, like yeah, passives.
yeah,
Like that can also really affect things. Like when you have your flanking characters, like your Sombra, your Tracer. I think uh,
Flanker will be Onron, Genji, Reaper, Tracer, Vendetta, and Venture, in which health packs will restore more of their health. And
yeah.
Sombra got put in Recon, which I found interesting, not Flanker. But
Well,
like,
I mean,
so
it does kind of make sense, being that that recon passive was already a passive Sombra had
yeah, which you
to an
detect enemies
extent
below half health through walls.
once they're shot. Yeah.
Yep.
So I mean, that was kind of already something Sombra did, and at least I know in higher level play, Sombra is more used as a recon, as like being sent up to see if they can be invisible, see who can or see who the other team has, and then do they have the yeah? I was looking at some of the gameplay video that they had posted for some of the new characters that the is it Emre?
Emre.
I think yeah, that's gonna be a very interesting character if you saw what uh their
Yeah, he can
content's gonna
still
be.
he can full on aim, but like he
Yeah,
still has his full of movement speed, which is definitely interesting for me.
but then with
Second
the
weapon.
pistol secondary that allows for lifesteal. I feel like it's gonna be a very interesting new set of characters. And then if you saw with the tank how those
Domino.
segments, yeah, the segments of the shield are each have to be broken individually. So if you destroy like the front middle one, the sides are still going to be shielded.
I'm excited to see like how gameplay will change with her as a tank. I think she'll be definitely really great on defend.
Yeah, for sure.
Looks like we're getting Midtown for our next map.
I like Midtown for
I
hybrid.
I like Midtown. I just find that last bit of like push so hard to do.
Yeah, like it through the subway station. And with this map, the Vendetta might work, but I think the Sombra could be a good pick for Midtown. But again, Sombra is that very situational character. So Ghoul, we'll see what they do with that.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what Ghoul will end up playing because I like Vendetta, but I think Vendetta works better on tighter maps versus like something like a push map or an escort map.
Yeah, I mean, depending on the other team as well, Vendetta can be very good on those maps as well, though. At least from when I've played some of Vendetta, when she was getting banned every game.
Yeah. We do see a Sigma ban on the
I mean,
side of NW.
for Midtown, that is a pretty good ban. Sigma's pretty good here, especially at some of the choke point, because there are a lot of choke points. And Ana banned from Purdue here. That's
No, I can agree with the Ana ban.
yeah. This is a bit bigger of a map, so Ana is normally a bit more effective. So
Oh, what do we think about Mercy getting her second mythic skin?
I still prefer the first one. Is it Vengeance?
See, I
I
like this better, but like I don't think she should have gotten it yet. I wanted to see every other like old character get it and then like start giving people second mythics. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like there wasn't really a need for a second one. And Mercy already has a lot of different high level like gold skins, and then you add a mythic already being Vengeance, which at least in my opinion is a really good skin. I know it's probably not everyone's type with the way Mercy's character is, but yeah. The new one I just kind of feel like is adding more to her that isn't necessary.
Yeah, I think we could have done with that being maybe like a legendary skin versus it being like a whole mythic, but because this would be technically like her third mythic thing, which I would prefer to see like a Ramatra mythic weapon. I think you could do something definitely really cool with that.
And it was Juno got the mythic weapon for this season. Is that did did she already have a mythic gun, or am I just remembering wrong?
Oh, she had a mythic skin.
Oh
Like
yeah,
two
like that
seasons after she came out.
Yeah.
Like I love her mythic skin. I'm not gonna lie, it's like my favorite Juno skin. But like it's one of those things of like, I think Lucio should already have a mythic, like things like that.
Yeah.
Versus like your newer characters.
Junker has one.
We do see Ghoul coming out on the Sombra though.
Yeah, which I mean, and on an attack side for this map, it can be pretty good. We have a NW with the Vendetta, which, like we were saying, might not be the best here, solely with the wide open map. Ghoul taking down Ramatra with the virus, but it does look like Purdue might be able to get a good push here.
Ghoul just terrorizing the backline here.
Yeah. Ghoul's the kind of different showing of Sombra is a character that is very. You need a lot of situational awareness to be able to play effectively.
And the Vendetta takes out Ghoul. But this does give leeway for Purdue to just be able to push in here.
And especially with the EMP from Ghoul that could be pulled out here.
Oh yeah, we already have EMP, that's why.
That is one thing. Sombra is one of the characters who can have that really high, like, alt charge speed. And that ult can be a very kind of make or break for a push. It does look like this Vendetta is being pretty effective on this in this starting area with the smaller corners.
She is falling low quite frequently, though. It's just they just can't get that like kill on her. But we do see a switch to Ori on the side of Purdue.
The recent here could be pretty useful, and it does look like that NW pulled out the Life Weaver, which could be pretty good here with the trio. I know he was already, but yeah, the Orisa pick. Orisa's, I feel like, in a pretty good position, balancing wise. Pretty powerful, but also not too much to where she just overpowers anything. But she's a very effective tank.
I think she's actually, like, I'm sitting here thinking about, I think she's kind of good at countering Vendetta just because that javelin throw, because you can just stop her.
Of course, I might be a little biased, being that she's like my top character this season. So
see, I love Vendetta. She's just not my play style, and I wish she was, but like,
yeah. And now we're seeing kind of that point where Vendetta's kind of losing her effectiveness on Midtown, where it's less choke point and more so wide open push for a payload.
Yeah. And we are just seeing Purdue really just kind of push this point really quickly through the first checkpoint with like a really swift team kill. Not a complete team kill, but like we do see Mayal and a Orisa all go out. We do see MP.
But it does look like Purdue is going to fall.
That was a pretty good push on Purdue's part. They have 2 meters just to come in and push.
But that distance is very slowly growing though with this reverse. So, but Purdue only has 2 ults with none really close. But both of them can be very effective to assist on the push here.
And we do see Moira fall on the side of...
Where it does look like Purdue is starting to get that push running. And...
we do see Zenyatta. And Purdue is able to push it through that first checkpoint.
They didn't end up using the... I would have thought the Junkrat wheel would have been brought out there, but I guess they're saving it for a more grouped up NW team. Duel going down right after getting that EMP charge filled though. That can be a... Oh, and we have Ramatra.
And yep, that's what we were waiting for, was that Ramatra ult to come out.
And we also had the Junkrat wheel in there, but it didn't get anything finished off. And Purdue now does have that Orisa ult, which is being pulled out already.
It gets the Ramatra low, but is unable to finish him off, and both Ghoul and Peely get finished off there. Again, this is like the hardest point to really push on this map,
Yeah,
I
because there's
love
just
seeing
so many
Chicken Man
places
just
to be
hiding.
shot from. Because this area just has so many places you can be shot from when you're on the attacking side. Because you have that little hallway, you have you have the bottom of the station, that left side. It's just so complicated for the for the attacking team to get any sort of push. But we do have this EMP hiding up on top. But Ghoul did get sniffed out.
Oh, we do see that EMP go out.
But we also have that tree from Life Weaver. It does look like Purdue going to get pushed away from this point again. We almost have another Ramatra ult.
We do see Orisa back off and wait for the rest of the team. We do see Chicken Man switch to Soldier.
NW with the ult advantage here, though, with the Echo and Ramatra here. But the question is, where is Echo going to take the ult from? That looks like it would be Orisa. But Purdue's trying one last push. And it does look like Purdue is going to fall again to end Midtown at 57, almost 58 meters. Really close to the end, but as you were saying, that hard kind of last section was kind of what caught him up.
Yeah, getting around that corner and then being able to get around that second corner is, I think, the hardest part of this map.
Now let's see who all the teams are going to pick for this setup.
We do see Ghoul go on to Freya.
Which Freya can be really good on this map. Or just kind of in general, I think Freya's a pretty good character.
See, recently I personally love playing Freya.
I personally couldn't really figure Freya out.
We do see a Mercy Juno and a Doomfist on the other side, as long as the Mayan back on the Vendetta. And all the supports on the other side die.
I feel like that Doomfist pick is kind of questionable.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about like Doomfist for being an attacker.
Yeah, I don't really think Doomfist is in a great places power-wise. He does kind of, at least to me, feel kind of weak comparatively to some of the other tanks in the game.
I mean, they killed him off yesterday, so
I wonder.
Maybe we'll be getting a rework for him.
Maybe, or because they're going to take him out of the game, especially after just adding that mythic last season.
Yeah, I think they might just rework him, and like this is maybe their opportunity to rework him.
Possibly, but who knows? But the question is it going to be like a secret part of the update they didn't announce, or wonder how that
mentioned they might be reworking some old favorites. So
because I feel he does need some changes because a lot of the characters right now kind of either counter him or they're very effective at fighting him.
yeah, we do see two ults go out. We do see Zinyan Transcendence, and then we also see Tyre go out. We do see Ghoul just getting them like the picks on the other DPS.
Yeah, I mean, Freya is that kind of character where really all you can do is to try and get the pick, and if you can't get the kill, at least get them low for your team to be able to take.
And we do see a cap on the side of NW. We're gonna see if they're gonna be able to get all three before being interrupted. We just see Purdue just trying to set up here.
I also didn't notice the pick over to Farah that NW chose. I don't know about Farah, because Farah can't, especially with the soldier on the other team, Farah can be very easily countered.
Yeah. I do notice the Fart is just trying to pick off Purdue supports the best that they can. And does end up dying for it, but does get a pick on the tank and the supports.
But it also does force Purdue into kind of that retreat so they can get that little bit of distance pushed.
We do see Purdue having an Oriole and a Baptiste. So I'm curious how they're going to be able to use this. Oh, and we get a far ult that gets one. And Resol doesn't pick off anyone. Oh, we do see a Doomfist ult come out. Getting a pick on Green and Chicken.
NW might get this, yep. And Purdue's kind of gonna do same thing, sit back, regroup, and try and hold them here for the next 3 minutes.
Ooh, and we do see Ghoul fall. Purdue with 3 ults. NW with only 2. And that Farah gets really low and then gets picked off. But is able to get the pick on Mercy Gamer Girl beforehand.
But NW having these 3 ults here, and they all go, and that's goes map to NW.
I think this is definitely going to be a very close match between the two. I think we're definitely going to... I think we're definitely going to see that, like, NW is maybe the stronger team on things like escort and push. In which Purdue's probably better at
the more control and
more control, more. Am I forgetting which one Servasa is? You know.
That is Flashpoint.
Flashpoint, yeah. My brain always confuses Flashpoint and Clash. Oh, did you hear that they're actually getting rid of Clash from Quick Play?
From Quick Play?
Yeah.
Huh. I
don't like Clash.
I prefer Flash over Clash over Flashpoint personally. I don't really like Flashpoint at all.
I think Clash works better in Stadium.
I
But
mean, I don't know. I like Clash's mode. Uh, what do you think about them bringing back the kind of voting system again that they had, kind of like those with the cards back in the original game?
I didn't play much of the original Overwatch, I'm not gonna
Uh,
lie. But like I remember I played like a few like hours of it when it like but like
you,
I like it because it's like, oh, you can actually like it's not
yeah,
just the boring indoor system, like you can actually oh, I liked that they did this.
because I mean, I played a lot of the original game, and I like the system with the cards because it allows kind of the team to, or even the match as a whole, to just kind of agree who did really well.
Yeah.
And it's
I
not norm in, at least back in the original game. I don't know if it'll be like that now. It was very big on like Reinhardt. It was like uh, 3 charge off map or this many earth shatter. Like it would go down to even specific abilities, or like Lucio with environmental kills, knocking them off. And I really like that it kind of showed that in it, and I like that they're bringing that back. I do kind of wish they brought the medal system back in the games. It's like this person got number 1 on the team or in the game for damage, so they get a gold medal and all that.
I don't think I don't like the new UI system that they're coming up with. For me, it feels very like mobile game-esque. And I'm not really fond of that. It also really reminds me of like oh oh, we do see a map pic of Servasa and a Doom band on the side of Purdue. I don't know. I really don't like it. I think it's way too cramped. And I think it makes things more complicated in my opinion. Like I know like their whole reasoning was, oh, we feel it's complicated and stuff. Ooh, and a Zen band on the side of NW.
I feel like it
I don't
was
know.
more based on the fact of they've kind of had the same general UI style since the game released, and they were trying to change it up with trying to make the game feel new again, I guess, because it does seem like they're trying to appeal more with these all these new changes coming back
Yeah.
after with since Overwatch 2's release, kind of the dip in player count. And it looked, and even on their official page for the update, how they kind of made a section for people who are coming back with all the new characters and everything.
Yeah. I do like that they're trying to actually bring back like because like a little bit over the year ago, like I kind of like started watching like, the like story stuff they used to put out, and I was like, dang, that was like it's like a decent story, and then I was told, oh yeah, they're not probably gonna do that anymore, and now that they're bringing it back makes me happy.
Yeah, and then something else with this, with the change into the 2026 competitive year. What do you think of the changing out the Interstellar for that Crimson Wolf? Uh,
I think it's okay. I still like the Galactic, but
I mean, I think the new one. The only thing with some of those skins for the guns is that they're very, at least to me, very dependent on the color of or design of the skin. Like in this instance, the like Galactic would be good for like the new like lion, like kind of robotic looking skin that Vendetta has.
yeah,
But gold wouldn't really be good for it. But very certain. That's the only thing with it. I do like that system with the ability to kind of change how your gun looks.
Yeah. We do see Purdue get the first start of a cap, and
It
we do
does look
see
like Roadhog.
yeah, and then Vendetta versus Vendetta again. We do see instead of Zenyatta this time, we do see Mercy Gamer Girl coming out on the break.
It does look like most of these team comps have been relatively stagnant with who they pick, other than like the tanks. Because both teams have more often than not had a Vendetta. Purdue with the Junkrat. May's been pretty frequent on NW. The Baptiste. Like, these team comps are relatively similar among all the modes, which, at least in my opinion, is not always a common thing, because certain characters are better in certain modes, in my opinion.
But no, I get it with like if it's like their character that they're best on, I would definitely do that over like a character that's better for the mode that you might not be as confident on.
Yeah, I do get that. I'm also the type of, at least when it comes to Overwatch, who's just very long tenured in the game, so I've either mained or just learned a lot of the characters, so to me it's kind of that mode, but I do kind of get the whole pick who you're good at so you can help your team better. So yeah, it kind of also is that dependent on who do you know, how much you know.
I do think the one thing I don't like is like the new player cards that say who you play, because it's like if you don't play it, you get flamed for it.
Or like, yeah, because like when you'll go to a game and you'll see maybe a Mercy or someone play a certain support, and that, but then you look and they're like level 200 on another one, but they're playing someone they're like level 60 or something. And then that, I mean, I haven't really seen anyone get all that upset seeing that, but
yeah, we do see
NW
get
end
the
up winning.
first cap.
It does look like team comps are still staying relatively the same here.
Oh, we do see a Hog in the back line of Purdue, as well as the Vendetta.
Which makes like they did get a couple picks. They got the pick on the Reinhardt, which will leave Purdue's team without that shield. Does look like Purdue is mostly group backup, separate. I mean, from the Junkrat, but we do have. There's a Vendetta ult from Ghoul.
We do see May wall off Ghoul, but Ghoul escapes.
Yeah, Vendetta is that character who, if your team kind of traps you, you're still, depending on the area, able to escape that.
And we do see the tank on the other team just getting kind of tossed around by both the Junkrat and the Rhine.
But Rhine is starting to fall a little low consistently, being this pushed up.
We do see Juno ult come out, as well as Moira.
I feel like the Juno ult might have been a bit early, because they weren't really on a good push yet, and Purdue is kind of already falling back to sight.
And this death of this May and Hog is gonna leave a big stagger in the side of in NW.
And Purdue will capture the second. both teams only with one ult, but Purdue isn't far off from another two. So with this next team fight, I think Purdue's gonna be able to pull out the Junkrat ult now with the Brigitte and the soon to be Reinhardt.
I do like the Brig Ryan though. I think just having the double shield can be very helpful.
Yeah,
but we do see Peely fall really low and die here. Let me see. Chicken Man just backing off.
And Ghoul switching from that Vendetta to Soldier. Haven't seen that yet.
I do like this for Ghoul though. I think it's just gonna be helpful just to have the Soldier. Definitely like with the back and like with the supports.
But it does look like a big part of that's likely with that Pharah pick from NW, since, I mean, Soldier is one of those main counters to Pharah being the hit scan heroes.
Yeah. We do see Peely get pulled off the map, unfortunately, by the Hog.
But he's already back. And probably gonna hold here, I would think.
He is really looking for that shatter.
But NW does not want to do something enough to give it to him.
Ooh, we do get a far ult, and it does pick off
Get one. Yep, and there is that ult.
With
and
Tire too, coming in to get them the picks.
Purdue
does cap it.
Yep, and Pharah is falling off. Oh no, Pharah.
Ooh, she dies. She falls off, or did she jump off? I didn't see that.
Fall off. She got either knocked back or was trying to fly away and ran out of fuel. And we do have the Roadhog ult, which isn't doing much here.
I just don't think he popped it in the right place.
Yeah.
Like the timing was okay, but I think he should have popped. He should pop it like kind of on these stairs where he can knock people into like the water. And we're just seeing a tough fight on. While Purdue has to recap.
And they do. Does look like there goes two more from NW.
NW only going as one ult, and Purdue has one ult, but is getting close to getting a second.
And it does look like Purdue is going to get this the second map under their belt.
Very close point though.
Yeah, and now it's first to 3. Am I right?
Yes.
So Purdue just has to capture here, and are these matches first to? Is it best of 3 or best of?
I think it is best of 3.
I'm trying to think for the overall maps.
I want to say it is best of 3.
First 2-3.
Yeah, first.
So, but it's Purdue having the 2 ults, but not both of them now just getting killed here. Does kind of leave them at that disadvantage.
And we do see NW with a Malga and a Bastion swap and a Soldier mirror, which is definitely interesting.
I feel like the Reinhardt pick here is maybe not the best to stick with, at least with the fact that they can just kind of melt his shield.
Yeah. We do see that Junkrat come out, and we do see a pick on their Juno, but I don't know if that's gonna be enough. We do see break alt popped, just to try to save Peely, but is not able to, and both get picked off. Purdue almost caps there.
But the bat got found.
Yeah.
Soldier
And we
trying
do
to
see
get
Ghoul
away.
trying to make a break for that health pack.
Like, looks like a second one going to NW. That's just the last objective. Whoever gets this wins it for the round.
Definitely been a very close match this time.
Yeah, which it is always entertaining to see the close matches. So because then it's all based around how well your team can play together.
We do see an Orisa swap on the side of Purdue, as well as a Ana swap to be able to try to counter this Mauga.
I do think the Orisa can be pretty good here, but I feel like as well, so could maybe someone kind of like, I mean, maybe Sigma if he can be played effectively with the absorption.
Yeah.
And it does look like Purdue is very close to a few ults.
We do see a have a Bastional on the side of. Oh, we do see Ghoul pop alt, and unfortunately he dies for it.
I would have expected the Nano to go on the visor.
We do see Ghoul switch to Somber, but we also see Waluigi switch to Sojourn.
I don't really see much Sojourn really.
Yeah. Honestly, Sojourn is one of the characters I'm the least familiar with of like what her kit exactly does. I genuinely do not play her.
I mean, her kit's not super complicated, really. Because she has her kind of field that deals the damage, and then charging up the railgun shot with any of the damage she deals. Which, I mean, it is a relatively simple kit, but if practiced and with really exceptional aim, she can be very, very efficient since she has that potential for the one-shot headshots.
And we do see Purdue get is just capping right now, and hopefully they will be able to get. There are 3 ults on the side.
Looks like there goes, and there's map that Purdue's second map win here.
Very close round.
Yeah.
And another Chicken Man play of the game. Stealing all the play of the games today. I do like that Roadhog skin. I don't think I've ever seen the bear, like the polar bear skin before on Roadhog.
I don't even remember that coming out. I don't know. Is it a shop skin?
I don't know. I've never seen that one.
Neither have I. So Purdue being one map away from winning this, what do we think that NW could probably do here, either when it comes to maybe a ban or a map pick?
I think they're definitely going to go with some form of, I think either push or
Control.
Control. No, we already did control. I don't think they can do that again.
Or maybe could go with possibly a payload, since it
Yeah.
did look like Purdue struggled when it came to the payload style maps. So if it is NW picking here, I'm not entirely sure. That could leave, and there's the Havana, the payload, like I was saying.
Yep.
Now it's more so, who do they ban? Because there are a few people that they could ban here. They could ban one of either Chicken Man or Ghoul's very consistent characters, the Junkrat, the Vendetta, the Sombra. So
I do find it exciting that they're doing now the like esports loot boxes, which I like that they're doing them completely separate. So now you can get like the esports skins.
how do you even get those? I haven't looked into that update at all,
Um
or that part of it. Let's see. So it's,
looks like watching broadcasts, it
yeah.
seems.
I mean, I I didn't really, at least if they're very similar to the way Overwatch League had their skins back when it before it went defunct. It I mean, they're kind of just, at least those ones were very particular on the character, in my opinion, and the team.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's normally what they are on it. Normal, at least in games I've seen, esports skins are relatively simple.
Yeah. We do
And
see a junk rat ban.
which, like I was saying, with trying to get rid of the effectiveness of Chicken or Ghoul from Purdue.
How do we feel about the May mythic?
I didn't see that actually.
Um I like it and I don't at the same time.
Is that, when is that for? I haven't actually seen that, or is that this?
Uh it's for mid season next season.
Uh, yeah, I haven't actually seen that.
I like the braid. I like the braid. I like the outfit. I'm not sure. I don't like that there's too many blues, there's too many pinks. They use like just looking at it from a design aspect, they use too many variants of colors, which makes it like it kind of hurts your eyes a little bit to look at because of how bright the colors are as well. Because like you
I'm
have a
gonna have
lighter
to
pink
pull
on
this
the
up there.
shoes, the darker pink on like the jacket with the lighter pink.
Let's see that.
It looks like the variation is going to be in like the headset and the hair. Which I find it
That
interesting on the back. You see like the braid is longer, but like on the front view, the braid is shorter. We have a
I
ram
mean,
band on the side of
that,
Purdue.
and it does also say future seasons. There's gonna be mythics for Soldier, Iati, and Mauga, and then mythic weapons for Genji, Hanzo, and Sojourn.
I'm interested to see how they're going to do Mauga's cage as like just like how the ult is going to look because I'm curious about how they're going to design that.
Yeah, yeah. It'll be interesting to see what they do for all of these. I, yeah, I do see what you mean. The mythic can be very bright for May, but it could also depend on maybe the color variants that they
Yeah.
release for it, because some of the color variant, because you are gonna have that gold that kind of keeps it a bit darker.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know.
I it
I
was just like just looking at it from like a color like aspect, it's not my favorite. Just because the variations of color. But then again, it is a concept sketch, so definitely as a 3D model, it can definitely
Yeah.
look different.
and I didn't see who Purdue banned.
They banned Ram,
Uh
which I think is a good idea here for Purdue since they struggle against that Ramatra a little bit.
yeah. I mean, Ramatra, at least in my experience playing, isn't the easiest to counter, but once you figure out what that specific Ramatra player is kind of weak to, it can be very easily exploited. It does look like Chicken Man's pulling out the May with having the Junkrat being banned, and the both teams running Sigma for their tank.
We do look like that they're trying to pause game right now.
5, 4, 3, 2,
No, how?
1. Attackers incoming.
I mind they are able to
Payload.
figure it out. Okay. And we do see
already down.
I'm a little surprised on the choice of Symmetra in Bastion.
Symmetra, I'm not really, especially on this defense, because if you can have a really well placed turrets, Symmetra can be really, really effective. Or if you use her for her beam, which can get very high damaging.
And Purdue just pushing really through.
So, I mean, the Symmetra pick, if played right, can be really effective here, but at least from what we're seeing so far, it's not the most effective. So I feel like that pick could maybe be put somewhere else.
Yeah.
That E-Audio coming out from NW. But you have Purdue with every single ult here.
It looks like and we see Bob come out on the side of Purdue.
And it does look like Bob is very, very effective here.
And we do just see Peely just holding just to be able to try. Oh, we do see a switch to Vendetta here.
Instead of that Symmetra. Which, I mean, yeah, the Symmetra wasn't working out probably as well as they would have hoped, so it does kind of make sense for the switch. And already off of Vendetta to Soldier.
And we do see Green Juice just pushing the payload.
So it does seem like Purdue had that really big turnaround from their first payload map going on to this one. Purdue, though, not only being near really one ult with the Bob, it coming very close to being used. Now with NW using all these ults, they're having.
When they die.
There goes the Mercy, but trading Mercy for the tank.
We do see Bob come out, but Bob does get a pick on Wizard Milk.
But then the Bastion taking the trade, though, taking out Bob. But it does look like Purdue's kind of in that same situation they were on Midtown, where they pushed pretty well going into the first few sections. But then as soon as they get right near that end, they lose the control. They kind of just aren't able to take it back.
We just see Purdue just trying to push in this area, which it's so hard to push in because there's so many places for people to hide. But they are doing good. Oh, we do see a Sojourner come out on. Sojourner does fall low and ends up getting killed by Peely.
And then the ult's being sent back, and with the double from Peely.
And Sigma team is able to push it all the way.
They just have to be able to hold back NW, and they'll win it. So now we just got to see what will Purdue figure out to hold them up back. Or will NW be able to do what they did on Midtown and just push Purdue back from their defense and sweep them?
We do see Slyfire going to Winston, which is definitely being interesting. But pretty much same team comp as usual for NW. And Purdue having the same team comp coming out, except for they traded the May for a Soldier.
There is that Moira, though, now that was swapped over to for NW.
I do see for Havana, if you can just hold the high ground, like especially like up in this area, and then when you get to like the second push, if you can just hold that high ground, it makes it so much easier to be able to hold these teams back. But with the Winston, I think he's definitely able to just dive Ghoul and Chicken Man.
I don't have a ton of play time, but what do you think of the May pick here?
I think the May is better for and definitely attacking. I don't think May has the mobility for this map to just get up on that high ground and get these kills. May does trap Mercy Gamer Girl in.
Even though it does look like the dive that May can't do is being made up for by the Winston and the Vendetta, though.
Yeah.
And NW's already to that first checkpoint. Ghoul switching out for the Reaper. Wonder if this will be ineffective, because it is likely to, with Reaper's kind of good ability to deal with tanks very well.
We do see Ghoul fall, but we do see Gamer Guy on the side.
And I didn't even see that the soldier for Purdue at Chicken Man Soldiers traded out for May.
I do think the May into the May is going to be good for them. Just that May Mir might help. Because I just don't think they were getting the value off of Soldier like they wanted to. Ooh, we do see Sci-Fire dive Mercy Gamer Girl though. And we do see Mercy Gamer Girl and Ghoul fall. Purdue and NW2 ults. Each.
NW now up to all 5.
They need to stop getting ults so fast.
Being down two players though, that especially that they're two, it being their 2 dive.
We are definitely see this. Oh, we do see a Vendetta ult come out and try to get Ghoul, but is unable to. But Ghoul still falls after Slyfire and Vendetta just diving. We do see Zenyatta Tranquility come out. And we do see May ult come out, but May ends up dying.
And then it does look like the Reaper is doing a good bit of damage to that Winston, which I mean, that is kind of the goal of playing Reaper in these situations.
We do see
especially
Death.
now with the Boston.
Hopefully he can take advantage of having it. Yep, and he pops Death Blossom, but he is unable to get a pick.
Out of it.
He was able to hold point a little longer and stall. And
230 left for such that small of a distance, though.
Purdue's gonna have to really hold this.
Yeah, or if NW can make it to the end of that checkpoint, they'll need to definitely keep them held back for that last, give or take, 2.5, 3 minutes.
We do see Peely chasing after the May, but Peely falls low. And we do see May ult come out on the side of Purdue. Is unable to get anyone though, unfortunately. And Chickaman's just trying to stall here to hopefully let his team get back. But it looks like that we're gonna get a cap.
Which now should have them at 3 minutes. So if Purdue is at a better point time-wise, if this does lead into an overtime.
And we do see Ghoul get dived, as well as Green Juice. Both fall.
And Peely. Which then leaves now Purdue having to wait for the Baptiste to come back, and there he is. So, even if NW does take this here, they'll still be at that disadvantage in the overtime battle with the much lower time pool. Purdue, though, being very behind on ults, while NW has 2, using 1, and just getting the Juno now.
We do see May ult come out. We see another May ult come out from the side of Purdue. It's not able to get anyone though, unfortunately. And Chicken Man does fall. And Peely is the only one able to really get out there right now. He's gonna have to pop. And Peely dies, unfortunately.
But it does look like
Tracer. We do see Vendetta ult.
with this take though, with NW even taking this though, they are still going to be stuck at that like around a minute mark, while Purdue's going to have almost 3 full minutes with this
Yeah.
overtime now.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Will that 1 minute and 11 seconds round up to a minute? No, it doesn't round up to a minute 30.
No, it's. I'm pretty sure the only time it gives any extra time is if they hit either
0.
sub a minute or overtime.
Got it. I couldn't remember if it rounds up like that or not.
But I think, at least if I'm remembering from a game I had properly, I might not be. If one team has time and the other doesn't, it might not continue. I can't fully remember.
So if it's really weird. So for escort, where you have to like cap it first, if one team has over 3 minutes and the other one has 0, and are both able to push it all the way, it'll basically go to the team that has 3 minutes. They have to cap, and if they cap, they win.
Yeah.
Or 3 minutes are over, but yeah. And the other team doesn't get a chance to cap. They just have to hold if it is under.
On the maps like this, though, I do like the maps like this because they can be very entertaining. Especially whenever you have the ability to just keep going back and forth.
But yeah. But that one only happens on like hybrid. It doesn't happen on escort. On escort, Purdue is pushing pretty good though right now. I mean, not Purdue. Wow. NW. Wow.
Of course, so they are going to be on that time limit though. If they hit this checkpoint, they won't gain that time back.
Yeah. They're just gonna have to keep pushing and making sure someone's always on point, and hopefully not C9. The C9s are always unfortunate.
Well, that would be more if Purdue pushed up, and that'd be kind of the opposite scenario. But if Purdue's able to get a really good team fight win, that, like what's happening right now, that could easily end the.
And it looks like that. Yep, and they are able to get it 85, almost 86 meters.
And then now Purdue with almost 3 minutes to take this. So Purdue winning this would win them the overall match. So, because they would be up 3 maps. So Purdue has to be able to get this push if they want to win. But I feel like just that small of a distance can be very easily gotten in that time frame.
Yeah, I'm surprised, but go ahead.
Especially if they come out with the push they had on their attack round, where they were able to push it very far, very quick.
We do see pretty much the same team comp, except for we have Green Juice on Ana again, Mercy Gamer Girl on Wuyong, and we also have Ghoul on Vendetta. But on the other side, we see that Mauga, Bastion, Farah, Baptiste, and Zenyatta comp come out.
I feel like the Mauga is not the best pick here, especially since Peely's been playing that Sigma all game.
Yeah.
And Mauga, being the fact that he can have all of his bullets absorbed, is very bad for him. And it does look like NW is playing this like a normal, like average defense whenever they need to have that push.
Yeah.
To stop Purdue, because Purdue's already about halfway.
Yeah.
And now they're at that halfway mark, basically.
We do see Peely fall, though.
They did get that good push, though, and stop Purdue from pushing. But the fact that Purdue's already at that halfway marker, basically,
with
there's
a
still
little
two
bit
minutes.
2 minutes on the clock.
But the
We do
Sigma
see on
going over to Orisa. And then Ghoul switching back to the Ash.
Ooh, we do see a far out come out really early, but far out gets
Fury.
pushed by Ghoul. The Ghoul does fall. And we see Purdue just have to back off.
And Purdue still, they have a Wu Yang ult, but other than that, they don't really have much here.
Yeah.
Ghoul with that who keeps dying, it doesn't have that chance to build up for Bob. Bob could be a really, really useful ult here.
Ooh, we do see Bap window go out with only 60 seconds left on the clock here. We do see Nano come out inside Purdue, but ooh, Peely falls. We do see Wu Young ult, and it does knock down and get Maga. We do see a Zenyatta ult come out a little late. Chicken Man popping visor, but Bastion follows up with his ult. We do see Ghoul come in to try to push. Ooh, Ghoul with the Bob being able to come out. Ooh, but Bob gets stuck in a room.
But they are getting that really good push here, bring them right to the end. They have the Orisa ult that can, but 20 seconds. If NW doesn't push here, though, they will lose this.
Green Juice with the big purple there. Ooh, we do see Orisa with, oh, it's so close here. But hopefully Purdue can just pull through and get these final picks, and Purdue is able to do it.
That's the win. That is Purdue winning overall with those 3 maps.
Very close games. Like towards the end, I was like on the edge of my seat there with that one. I'm like, yeah, they just have to get that Malga, but are they able to be able to get this Malga? We do see Peely get the play of the game.
Not another one for
Chicken Man.
Yeah. But it was kind of clear that ban on the Junkrat for that round was very, very effective at slowing them down. But Purdue overall winning the match, and even though it was very close, Purdue did bring that back and win it.
Congrats, Purdue Sigma.
And tomorrow we have a few different matches getting played, if I'm correct. We have Purdue varsity versus gold, if I'm correct. Or is it Purdue varsity against black?
It's no, Black's match is rescheduled to, I think, next week. I think it's Purdue varsity versus Purdue gold.
Because there are a few matches being played tomorrow.
We have Azure, we have Steel, Silver, and Indigo. Azure starts at 7:30 tomorrow. Steel, Silver, and Indigo all play at 8 p.m.
And then the 8 p.m. gold versus Purdue varsity. And anyone who is listening from Purdue right now, if I'm correct, it will be broadcasted in the viewing room down in the Alienware Purdue Gaming Lounge in the co-rec. So if I'm correct on that, right?
I think the Alienware Gaming Lounge is actually, based off what I've seen,
that's it.
It is reserved, so it will be online though.
It will be online, but with the match starting at 8 for that first hour at least, it will be. If it's going to be, it is maybe. I'm not entirely sure, but since there is that hour,
say online.
Yeah, online for sure.
And then we also have Friday at 8:30. We have the Purdue White game.
And then, even though it does say Purdue Black is playing, but I don't know.
And possibly
On the
Purdue
6th.
Black, but I
There
think
is
they got
there
rescheduled.
is Purdue Black tomorrow. It says though, but then also I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, 10 p.m.
That will be all from us. I hope you enjoyed, and have a good one.